Welcome back to Satisfactory. Alright, today I think I'm going to unlock the jetpack, which is kind of key. And now that the jetpack runs on various fuels, including solid biomass, definitely something we should knock out. Well, I don't know if I want to put it there. Yeah, I like the idea of it here better. You must zoop. There was a time where you couldn't zoop, so I feel obligated to zoop whenever I can. Which is always. Assembler. Short on cable of all things. Let's see. So we need cable. We're also going to need a lot of wire for stators. We also already had some motors. So we're partially completing. And I'm kind of keeping that neon iron double wide on our list just so we can kind of remember what our next big step is. For right now... Oh, that's a crash. Luckily, we didn't lose very much. All right, let's get back into it. We're gonna get the production going. I'm thinking 2 of these. I actually have a halfway decent amount of steel on me. I should probably throw some more steel in there. So that's 20 stators per minute. I'm kind of thinking we can hand deliver the rotors. How many stators do we get? 5. Ugh. I must say that's annoying. Not because of it's such a small amount, even though that is annoying. It's because connecting all these to a single source is going to be annoying.
I don't know. Have a good day.
We're only going 2 of these, so... should be easy enough to just put in some rotors right here. While I'm thinking about it, let's check to see how many rotors we've got going. We might not have that many. $130. Well, that's enough for the jetpack. Now over here, we need steel pipe and wire. I think something along the same lines makes a lot of sense. I mean, 1 splitter is more than enough for this. You know, it would be nice to have some height on this. We'll mark it down to the Mark II. Really, the Mark I's would be enough, but that just seems too slow. How much do we need on the input? Oh, 160 wire and 60 steel, huh? I used to just do the same thing, but at the ground level over here. And then we'll pull power and we'll be ready to make some motors. Uh-oh. I think I lost game sound. Oh, that's weird. I'll restart here in a second. Total crash. Okay, fine. Okay, we're back. I had to go through and update some drivers. Who knows if that's going to work. I got mostly back to where we were. Right there. Perfect. And you know, if I had more tickets, I could use a bigger sign, but for now, I guess this little sign will work. We need wire and pipe. It really doesn't matter which one is which, as long as we don't mix them up in the future. Why did that not go through? Man, we're having targeting issues. Oh, there we go. And then this one we'll put in some wire. Those stators come out and go in over here. Here we need rotors. We've already got a couple of rotors preloaded. Let's set up the production of some rotors. We won't come back to those rotors right now, but next time we need rotors, it would be nice to have rotors. Oh, I left all my steel pipes behind. Pretty sure there's some over here in storage. We can grab a little quicker. And I guess technically we're gonna have to set those up as well. Yeah, we're getting pretty close to the point where we absolutely need to start setting up major factories. screws and rods. There we go. Now we're making a couple of rotors anyway. 100 per minute, so you know, the hour's worth. A little more than an hour's worth. So now I'm kind of thinking we need to start making some of the other stuff too. Come on. Easy access to iron. I could run over to the coal power plant and steal some coal from there in order to make some steel beams and steel pipes. We actually have a halfway decent amount of steel beams lying around, which is a nice change of pace. That tractor goes pretty fast on flat land. So this will give us some steel pipes that we can use later. We are going to need a good number of steel beams though. 2,000 of them to be exact. Oof. All right, that's making steel beams and steel pipes. You know, if I really wanted to go farther with this, I could make some versatile frames as well. But let's unlock the jetpack and see exactly what it is we need to make a jetpack. I'm sure it's going to take some motors that we don't have access to. But we're getting them, so maybe. Let's ship it.
Milestone reached. Fix-It has granted you the power of flight, provided you have a jetpack and the appropriate fuels. The jetpack refuels automatically while you are standing on a surface, and different fuel types will affect the jetpack's functionality. With this increased versatility, you will no doubt achieve efficiency levels previously unheard of.
Jetpack. Oh. 50 wire that we don't have on us? Wow. Well, I'm ready to strap that on. Let's get that wire. I'm going to go ahead and make 2 of them. We'll leave 1 at home. We really shouldn't need that, given the default behavior for respawning. But if we're in a situation where we need 1, we want to have 1. So much better. Even on the solid biomass. I get the hypertubes kind of out of the way. Bigger blueprints, very tempting. We know we're going to need the pipeline, but that's going to require us to get a lot of tickets or a lot of oil production going. Yo, I can't load that until it gets back. Actually, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay. I actually think we're in a pretty good space. I could consider adding some more batteries to our system, but I don't feel the need to go overboard with that right now. I mean, there will be a point where we will go overboard on power, or batteries specifically, but I don't think we have to do that right this second. So let's check our list. We unlocked the jetpack and we got the test bench done for the motors. I could take another peek at our iron ore trucking hub. I keep forgetting now I can fly. So much easier. These are both Mark IIs. Just get this ore out of our inventory as quickly as possible. So over here, well, let's think about this for a second. I think I have these two completely connected. Right, because I use 2 from here, and then I use 2 from over there. So these two can just come in from this side, I think. I think on this case we'll go up. Walls? And then I think we can go ahead and put in our own conveyor lift hole. Let's see. I want to line that up right on this edge. I would guess here, and then right on top for the second one. We've already planned on this being a kind of a funky asymmetrical building, so trying to decide how to turn into this. This is actually a bit of a weird shape choice. Now, why did I connect that over there? We'll just divide it. We'll have one wall here. Have you connect there. Have you go up. And then over here, There really isn't a good way to do this. Except for totally destroying this. Got to move all this iron ore out of the way so we can move this out of the way. Then get our standard gear back in our inventory. Sometimes default is better than straight. Okay. I'm not setting myself up for any storage, which I guess I could be fine with. That's pretty straightforward. I'm suddenly concerned by the amount of power I'm using, but let's look at that in a second. Okay, we're doing all right. These nodes are all terrible, so theoretically we've got 2 more. That one is in. These are the last 2. I might be able to snake these around the back. I kind of want to delete this and then build it this way, but I can't do that because then it won't have a place to build again. I guess we can go like this. Kind of the opposite is what we did the other side. Plenty of iron ore. How close is coal? Not great. Way up there. Going from here to here isn't really gonna do it for us because I guess it's technically kind of here. We need to put some coal on that path so we can actually make the tractors go. I'm seeing if I want to do compacted coal this time. Boy, the options are bleak. I theoretically could put a nice little compacted coal solution over here and then use that to run these. That could be interesting. And then I'd have to use this to truck out to some location, either to here or to here, to deliver the energy so I can move the tractors and the iron ore into the starter factory. Or should I say the first factory, because it's not going to be starter, because we're not going to change it once we're done. We're done. It's just that all of these just are so terrible. That probably looks a little better. Oh. That's how that one was connected. Whoops. You know what? I think I'm going to finish this in the next episode. The key here is that we got the... We got our jetpack unlocked. Which even with the solid biomass, sort of the worst fuel option. It's a million times better than not having a jetpack. Couple more iron nodes. I want to see where this sulfur is. See if compacted coal solution actually makes sense or not. It's up here and it's guarded and it's only a blue.
We watch the waves of the energies in the shallows passing through the windows, and they're all the same. There is no resonance growth. Sing.
I just called the Fix-It doctors. They told me there is definitely no danger from repeat exposure to these signals. In fact, they said it is good for you. I apologize, but the call dropped suddenly, otherwise they would have told themselves. The good news is you should run towards these strange and dangerous looking objects whenever you find them. Doctor's orders.
Impure sulfur. That's a bit disappointing. I'm pretty sure I don't want to truck in more sulfur. Yeah, because this one's definitely not impure. 240. I wouldn't want to reduce my overall output to the slower sulfur node. But I guess that's something that we can deal with in the next episode. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.